how could somebody do something so cruel?
Saturday afternoon, Brian Fritz went on a fishing trip at Lake Hoffman.
And as I was walking, I noticed that there was something strange in the water. So I got closer and I walked towards it, and that's when I realized that there was the corner of a dog crate sticking out.
Seconds later, he noticed there was a dog in the crate.
I started taking off my layers of sweatshirts, and I immediately started wading into the water. It was about waist deep. When I got to the dog, she was shaking really, really bad.
He says there wasn't anyone around to help, so he did what he could.
So I grabbed her in the crate, I dragged her up a pretty steep bank, and I got her onto the pavement. At that point, I could tell that the dog was in really, really rough shape.
For a moment, he thought she wasn't going to make it.
Her paws was completely gone. She was just shaking absolutely violently. So I carried her and my fishing rods and my wet clothes back to my truck.
So he rushed her to the University of Illinois Veterinary Teaching Hospital, and now they say she's doing okay. Though she is recovering, there is one message Fritz wants people to hear.
If they're in a situation where they can't responsibly be a pet owner and take care of an animal, that there are options.
Fritz is now hoping he can adopt this gorgeous girl.
One of my dogs passed away a few years ago, so he's been a little bit lonely for a couple of years, and I've been looking at animals, and I always told myself whenever I'm walking through the shelter that if I felt like it was the right reason, that I would go ahead and adopt, and this situation that happened this weekend, it just feels right to me.
In Champaign, Kenny Ramirez, WAND News.